Hi there, it's Alana. I just wanted to do a quick video about how to grow your hair out after chemo or cancer treatment. And the reason I'm doing this is because, one, I did it really wrong the first time and it led my hair to take years longer to grow out than it could have. And number two, it's not intuitive and it's very different from, I won't say very different, but it is different in some substantial ways from growing your hair out if you're just had a pixie. And I'm specifically talking about women who had, or anyone who wants a more feminine style haircut or like a shoulder length haircut or had that before and wants to get back there. And although some of the things that I mentioned will apply to men or people who want more masculine style haircuts, because the hair in the beginning is going to grow out the same way. So first, just so you get a sense of how long it takes, my hair this is 7 months post-transplant, and it may seem, I'm really only at like 2 inches. I've been trimming the back, but I'm not, the top and this sides here. So I'm about at 2 inches, and so it just to get from totally bald, like the day you finish your chemo or you have your stem cell transplant or whatever it is, about 3 months just to get a pixie looking, or at least like a buzz cut that looks like normal hair. So that just takes a long time, because in the beginning, a couple things, the hair is going to grow in a very fine, almost like fuzz, peach fuzz sort of way, and then it's gonna grow out unevenly. So for me, like the whole top of my head and kind of the male pattern areas didn't grow in hair for a while, whereas this like thick part was growing in. And so in that beginning part, I was buzzing my head. And so that's the first thing. Got my little notes here. For the first 3 or so months, or 2 or so months, until you get at least it's growing in evenly or relatively evenly in all parts of your head, you want to shave or buzz your head. So in the beginning, when it was just duck fuzz, I just full on razor shaved it so it didn't look weird. And then when I was like a month and a half out or a month out, I buzzed it, at maybe a ½ inch setting. So once you get your whole head is evenly growing out at a ½ inch setting, then you start to let it grow. You can let that grow out for like at least another month or so, or maybe 2 months. It'll look like a cute pixie for a while, and then it will start getting uneven, long on the sides and the back, because your hair grows longer in the sides and back, or faster, I'm sorry, than it does in the top in the widow's peak area. Now, everyone will tell you, or you might read, trim the sides and back, but that's not the full story. The reason is that these little side hairs will start getting awkward. You can see a little bit how it is for me here, but you will never get to a bob if you don't let these hairs grow out. So I didn't understand this, and I was, for I don't know, maybe a year or something, trimming the back, obviously, but trimming the sides. And that's why I couldn't grow out a bob until a hairdresser told me that. And I was like, oh, shoot. So you have to just assume it's going to go through an awkward phase, right? There's no way around it. You can bobby pin these parts. I don't actually mind it. I think it looks kind of cute this way because it's going to grow out curly. But what I recommend doing is, once you're at like the buzz cut stage, you're letting it grow out, but then the sides and back get a little long, you cut not these hair pieces, I bobby pin them up, and then you cut this part down. I kind of make a line here, I bobby pin all this up, and then I put this on a like 3/4 inch setting or an inch setting, and then down this part, I think it was 3/4, like 3/4 here, an inch, and then this is like growing out, and this is maybe 1.5 inches, 2 inches here. So the other thing to remember, I kind of said this, is a minute ago is that it's going to grow out curly probably. It's this phenomenon called chemo curls, and so you're not just growing your hair out to its original texture. It will return to its original texture probably in about 2 years or so. For me, that's like a wavy, thick brown hair, but in the beginning, when I had chemo the first time, it grew out in ringlets. So it was really cute actually for a shortcut. So keep that in mind. If you normally have fine straight hair, it's gonna be a little fro-y in the beginning. And the way I styled it as it was growing out, these like the sides were going out, it looked awkward, was headbands. Like, so thin, delicate headbands, and then also pretty kind of decorated hair clips or bobby pins. I would pin the sides, or I'd just pin one side, you know, and then it would be like a little longer here. And so you can find various ways to pin it and use hair bands until it grows out to a bob, which is when, you know, these hairs get to about like here, and this hair starts to grow down. You'll look like you have a layered bob. And then you can just grow it out in a normal way, and you trim, you know, you trim the sides and the back until it's all kind of one length or a layered bob or however you want it. But that's the process. Don't immediately start trimming these ear hairs that are awkward. Maybe just a little bit at the beginning, but if you don't let them grow, you're never gonna get to a bob length. So I hope this helps, and I'll see you soon in the next video.